This is my first one, so you guys got to take it easy on me here. Anyway, so I just want to say thank you first and foremost to the families of both Ross and Keely. It's funny, 24 hours ago we were worried about the weather, and now it couldn't have gone more perfectly, so I just want to say thanks again. The amount of love and care that goes into an event like this and making sure it all goes off without a hitch, it really shows how much you care, so thank you so much. Anyway, so to get things started, despite Ross and my multi-year tenure as members of the esteemed Mount Ashland Junior Ski Patrol team, we're both surprisingly mediocre skiers, but we both enjoy it immensely. So when Ross learned that he'd be moving to Salt Lake to begin his career with Bridal, he was excited, but secretly so was I. I knew that I would get to go visit him in Utah and go skiing, and it was a great plan. It was going to be a good time. So I went out to visit him in Utah, and the trip was great. Every morning he'd wake up and get to work around 5 a.m. I'd scrape myself off his couch at about 8:30 and go skiing every day. So it was nice. But about a week into the trip, he looked at me and said, "Hey, dude, I've been looking at rings." And I was a little surprised. I said, "Dude, your style is flamboyant enough. I think the rings would be overkill." I kid, obviously. I knew who the ring was for Keely, and I was thrilled. I hadn't seen, Ross as happy as he'd been as the time he spent with Keely. I knew it was the right decision, and that was the other reason, Nick, I was not surprised. Wherever you are, I was not surprised either. As long as I've known Ross, which is to say a very, very long time. For those of you who know me, Ross and I met when both of us were 2 and 3 years old. So the amount of time I remember my existence as a human being, I've known Ross. So with that being said, I've never known Ross to be someone to make rash decisions or poor decisions. So growing up, in the words of my mother, Kristen, she'd often tell us, "Guys, don't be idiots." And oftentimes that advice was heeded as a result of a good decision from Ross. And so with that, I'd like to raise a toast to Ross and the greatest decision that he's ever made.
Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer, if you don't know me, and I'm Keely's older sister. So obviously Keely's very special to me since she's my sister. And all my sisters are of course very special, but Keely is especially special to me because when we were growing up, she's the sister right under me. So we would always have to share everything. So we would always share a room, and we would share a bunk bed, and we would go on vacation, and we would share a bed and everything. So we would always be sharing, everything, clothes, whatever. So I just feel like for a lot of my life, Keely was kind of like my partner. Like we would go and we would do stuff, and we would have to wear the same clothes, and we would hate it, and all of those things. We would just always be together. And I just remember, like, as Keely was getting to know Ross more and more, and my favorite conversation about Ross is one night we're home, and we're both in college, so we're home for, I think it was Christmas break. And so, of course, similar fashion to my life, we're sharing a room because we're home for Christmas break, and we're going to bed, and Keely's talking to me about Ross. And basically what she's saying is, it's going to be so weird at Graceland because Ross and I are so close, but we're just friends and we're not going to be dating at all. So I feel like people are not going to understand at all. I'm like, interesting. That didn't work out. But I feel like ultimately this worked out better anyways. I mean, we've seen Ross. I mean, they've been dating so long, and he's just been such a great part of our family. Our immediate family is really big, so when we're home, like especially like at holidays, there can be a lot of conflict and arguing, and it's always nice to have Ross, because Ross just sits in the middle of the living room, and he's just like, yeah, we can do that. You guys want to go to the store? You need to go skiing? You want to do whatever? Keely, you want to do blah, blah, blah? And he's just like, yeah, okay. The rest like, no, we're not peeling the apples for the fruit salad. Yes, we are peeling the apples. And Ross is just like, whatever, it's all fine. So it's nice. And I just feel like that's Ross's personality. Like, he just is such a supportive person, and he's just such a calm person, and he's just such a good person that Keely can spend her life with. And I'm just so happy because when I think about Keely and I think of how she was such a great partner for me, like as I was growing up as my sister, and now I see that she has such an amazing partner in Ross for her life. So I'm just so happy that the two of you can be here and that you can be married and that you're just going to have an amazing life together. So if you could raise your glass to Keely and Ross.